Hi, good morning. We are looking today at the math section of the AMI packet for day 10. So I'm just going to read it and then we'll go from there. So this is what you have on your packet. Again, day 10. It says Jason is trying to decide whether or not to buy a season pass to his college basketball team's 20 home games this season. The cost of an individual ticket is $14 and the cost of a season pass is $175. The season pass will get Jason into any home game at no additional cost. What is the minimum number of home games Jason must attend this season in order for the cost of the season pass to be less than the cost of buying an individual ticket for each game? So basically, if Jason buys the season pass for $175 and he only goes to one game, obviously he overpaid, right? He bought that season pass for $175, but he really only got $14 worth. So if he only went to one game, it wouldn't be worth it. If he went to two games, it would cost $28. And so buying the season pass for $175 wouldn't be worth it. Same thing with 3 games. If he went to 3 games, it would cost $14, $28, $42. I don't know if that's right. Let me check really quick. Calculator. Feeling silly. 14 times 3. 42. Yeah, I was right. So, okay, so $42 for 3 games. So if he only went to 3 games, it wouldn't be worth it to buy that season pass. So what we're gonna do is figure out how many games he needs to go to in order to have it be worth it. So now I'm not going to do this problem for you. I changed it a little bit. And so instead of Jason, we're going to talk about Hattie. Shout out to Hattie. She's trying to decide whether or not to buy a season pass to her college football game. And there are 25 home games. The cost for one game is $15 and the season pass is $200. So basically, if Hattie goes to, I'm going to annotate this, start doing some work. Let's do some hot pink. So if Hattie goes to one game, she is going to have to pay $15, right? Number of games, how much money. So now, again, this is going to be the same format. I'm just using different numbers so that you can go back and apply how to do this problem to the problem before. So if she went to one game, it would cost $15. At that point, it wouldn't be worth it. If she went to 2 games, 15 times 2, that's $30. Still not worth it to buy a season pass. 3 games would be 45. So we need, I said 45 and wrote 40. So we need to figure out how many games she could get into. Now, instead of going and going and going, and we want to figure out 4 games would be 60, instead of just writing this out forever and ever, the pattern here is multiplication. 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 30 is, let me try that again. 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 15 is 30. 3 times 15 is 45. So we've got, if we call this now X and Y being the cost, and X being the number of games she goes to, the cost is going to equal 15 times X, right? So the cost is equal to 15 times the number of games they go to. So basically, we want to figure out how many games she can go to so that that season pass is worth it. So Y equals 15X. Now we want to figure out, in order for this to be 200, how many games does she need to go to? And actually, we shouldn't say equals. We want 200 to be? It says less than the cost of the season pass, which is $200. Oh my goodness. To be less than the cost of buying an individual ticket. So how can I figure out the cost of the individual tickets and everything? How many games? Well, I've got 15 times X. I can easily divide each side by 15. 200 by 15. Now, I'm really smart, but sometimes I don't know this math just at the top of my head. So it says 200. I'm going to write that a little bit higher. So 200 divided by 15 has to be less than 15x divided by 15. So in other words, 200 divided by 15 is 13.3. Has to be less than x. Remember, I don't really like seeing x on the right-hand side, so I'm going to switch that around. X. So if I switch it around and put the 13.3 over here, okay, so x needs to be greater than 13.3. So the number of games that she needs to go to has to be greater than 13.3. Now, I don't know how she's going to go to 13.3 games because x is the, let me get this in another color. X is the number of games she goes to, right? So she can't go to 13.3 games, so she has to go to one more than that. So she needs to go to the minimum number of home games Hattie must go to is 14. And then you can explain why. So you're gonna try to do this with Jason's situation, not Hattie's, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks guys for listening. Good luck. I hope you all do super well on this assignment. As always, email me or your math teacher if you have any questions on how to do this problem. Thanks guys.